Hello, everyone. Quickly, because I don't have a lot of time. Pete Hegseth just gave his speech on this whole Operation Epstein Fury. He acknowledged 4 people have died, 4 U.S. soldiers have died. He acknowledged all the evil things Iran has done and is doing currently, shooting indiscriminately different things with missiles. Um, Basically presents it as it's not the United States' fault. The United States didn't start this. And then he goes into rants about how surgical and professional and how amazing the strike was, no matter what anyone says. So it's amazing that in one breath he can speak of the evils of Iran, alleged evils, because it was a very thin argument, son. And he talked about his brothers that he lost due to Iranian terrorism, as if Pete saw any real action. The man can do 1.5 pull-ups. He saw no real action. He's a rich kid. He's a Princeton kid. He didn't see any real fucking action. So he feigned emotional, reaction to the friends he lost, his fellow patriots. He talked about the deployments of former years, and he only mentioned Obama. He didn't mention George Bush, who started it all. He only mentioned Obama and Biden and how they prosecuted things that were left to them, that were not their idea. As if that was all misguided. And what he was talking about was this nation-building concept that he and his friends took part in. His generation of soldiers, of veterans, as if he saw any real action again. So he presented it as if during the Obama, Biden, anything Democrat years, that this nation-building idea was a bad idea. Of course, he didn't mention that the GOP started it all. It's been their platform since the fucking 60s. Let's invade Iran. But the Rubes don't know that, don't care about that, and not many people remember that at all. But my favorite point that he made, and it was like listening to stand-up comedy, I laughed through most of it. It was very entertaining. This point I found most amusing. And he said it out loud. That he and Trump know better. When the voices come out of everywhere saying, oh, we don't want to be in another forever war. You said you weren't going to start a forever war and no new wars, yet you're starting a new war. And Pete used the phrase war. Excuse me, the word war. As well as the word operation. But he said the word war out loud. So don't let the Reich try and paint this as some kind of quick strike terrorist op that doesn't need Congress. Nope. Pete said war. And he presented it as if it was war and that it would be over quickly. And I'm getting to that. He said that he and Trump know better when you hear all the voices saying we don't want to be involved in another forever war, especially in the Middle East. He and Trump know better. It won't be a forever war. They will prosecute the war quickly and efficiently, and it'll be over. How many world leaders throughout time and since the beginning of time have said that? Don't worry, men of my community. Come fight for me. It'll only take like a week or a month. You'll get, booty, treasure, rape some women, take some slaves, come back. Everything be great. You'll be a rich man after that. Come on. It won't last long. It's just a little war. It's just a little killing, raping, and pillaging. I'm sure there won't be any lifelong animosity after that. And then it turned into 20 years, 30 years 1,000-year vendetta, or 2,000-year, or 4,000-year vendetta that never ends, that has a constant back and forth, kind of like the Jews and the Muslims. Thousands of years old, those grievances. So we have two geniuses. One's a pedophile. Both are mass murderers. Both are rapists. Two geniuses that never saw action. One's a draft dodger. One's a rich Princeton man who never saw a second of real action. It's all theater. To the point he's got his own makeup table and compact in his pocket, son. That's how much theater you voted for, and that's what you started World War III over. So a man with a compact of makeup in his pocket in case Donnie sees him on a Fox News clip can end the world and end your country and live like a king while he does it. An irresponsible, incompetent goddamn king. So the tough guy with the compact in his pocket at all times, just in case. And the one who tried to buy a makeup table on your dime till Ted Lieu and others made fun of him. Then all of a sudden it didn't exist no more. He says that he and Donnie know better than the rest of us out here. I've been making that point to you people, that you all know better, right? To the oligarchy, to the peasants, to the rubes, to all of you in favor or indifferent to this, that you know better. Pete and Donnie say they know better, literally he said it out loud, than the rest of us out here saying this could turn into a World War III forever war, another war in the Middle East that we don't want. You can relax, just like so many of you out there. And so many at the top that are finding out the hard way, now that their names came out in the Epstein files and their oil fields are getting shot with missiles, they're starting to realize the tech companies that are losing trillions a day, thanks to Donnie and their compliance with the Reich, they're starting to realize, maybe I didn't know better. This isn't what I signed up for. This doesn't look like it's going to a good place. I might have fucked up here. I told you. I warned you. Too late now, son. Reap the fucking whirlwind. Back to what I was saying. You can all rest easy. You can relax. Because like so many of you out there and the oligarchy at the top, and the Saudis, and the Russians, and Leon. Pete and Donnie know better, just like all those entities I just mentioned. And this will not be a forever war, according to Pete Hegseth, according to the draft dodger, pedophile Donnie. And hey, only 4 U.S. soldiers have died so far, MAGA. An acceptable sacrifice, right? Many more will die. Pete even said that. There'll be more. Donnie said that too. In his big comment yesterday, after he was in hiding. There will be more. How many of you mothers and fathers of soldiers voted for this? I wonder. How many of you soldiers yourselves, some that are now deceased, voted for this? I wonder. My God, if only you people cared about what you were doing. I know you knew what you were doing, so I can't say you didn't know. If only you had cared what you were doing. But don't worry. In Pete's big historic speech today, he said he and Donnie know better and it won't be a forever war. And, you know, only 4 died of so far, so and a few more will die, according to them. So we can all relax now. It won't be World War III. The fact that Donnie and Pete are out there with this PR talking point, because this was strategized and thought of, believe me, son, they know how bad they fucked up. And I could tell when Pete wavered in the beginning of the speech, saying, "You've all done a great job." Because it's hard to say that with a straight face. Because everyone realizes already what a clusterfuck this is, and it's, what, a few days old? But don't worry, go back about your business. It's not World War III, and even though Pete calls it a war, he says it's going to be over very quickly, just like thousands of tyrants and incompetent morons before him, making a bunch of promises that it's not going to kill that many more people. It's not going to last that much longer. It won't be World War III. And Donnie and Pete know better than the rest of us who say it's going to be a forever war and World War III. They know better. You can all relax now. Have a good day.